Welcome back to Silent Hill Downpour. We're back in prison. Aw. How did we get back here? Well, we got shot in the head by Officer Cunningham. Escape from the prison. It's a very deep prison. It's lacking a floor. Got a roof. Let me just take a look a moment. We don't have a flashlight, that's right. This toilet does not flush. So, Murph's cell. Guess this is where he was living for some years. Can't open that. I feel like the actual prison probably had less barbed wire, but I mean, I can't say that for certain. Got a chair. Could take that with us, since we don't have any weapons. What's that? 7 p.m. Showers. Be ready. S. Wonder what that means. So as we saw, we got a flashback where Murph was just about to get out for good behavior. But then Officer Sewell came round, said that Murph owed him a favor. He wasn't thinking about just leaving without paying it back. Because if he did, you'd have to tell them that Murph killed Napier. And so, since Murph owed him a favor, unfortunately, this chair cannot break that lock. It cannot do that. Since Murph owed him a favor, he said he'd pay it back. Can't get into the checkout zone.
Somewhere else.
That door's open somewhere else. So, one last favor to be repaid. Sit down when shots are fired. One last favor to be repaid before Murph could get out of prison. He's gonna have to eliminate a monster, which Murph is very good at. I mean, he's been doing it all game. Might as well examine all these, all the cells. Got a pipe. What's that? No, nothing. And it looked like Murph was about to get out of Silent Hill, but Officer Cunningham
Crossover on this.
has some business with Murph, though he really does not know what it is. So she shot him in the head, which caused him to respawn in the prison.
Come on, Murphy, hold it together, man.
Well, we're not going back that way. So earlier on, we did get a file that said that there was a riot at the prison. Murphy did not comment about that, but he's seen visions of a riot. Well, there's an axe, which is better than this pipe. But an axe
Perfect.
is not a key
Another
card.
key card.
I need another key card. Shotguns.
How do I get the damn thing open?
They are locked in these things, unfortunately. Can I knock them all off? No, I can't knock that off. Mugshots and numbers, though Murphy's number is erased. Let's see. Psychological report. Dr. Wayne Sauer to Warden Glenn Milton. Initial psychological evaluation profile. Is a male. Years old. He is serving a year sentence for he appears to be in excellent physical health. We briefly discussed his past, as well as the events that led to his incarceration. Maintains a soft-spoken and somewhat introverted demeanor, yet appears to be cognizant of his crimes and able to serve his sentence without causing any trouble or displaying resistance. For these reasons, I recommend he approved for placement in general population. Respectfully submitted by Dr. Wayne Sarah, Chief Psychiatrist, Ryall State Prison. Sounds like they're talking about old Murph. This says insert the code, and it's one of these safes where turning 2 causes like the 3 and 4 to turn. What is the code? Well, we hacked this up, and we saw some numbers. Murphy's number is erased, however. But we can get Murphy's number, because it's on his back. 11752. Like that's the progression of logic that you would use to come to that. So that's 1. That's 2. So 11752. So like 1 before 7. 7. This is going to be 5. So if I turn this to 7, it goes that way. So I want that on 6. Nope, no. Other way. I want that on 4. 1175. Then this one would have to be, what, 3? 11752. Right. So this has to be on 2. 11, that's on 8. Not quite. That one's 2 off. So this does mean this has to be like 2 off. That's 3 off. Well, now that's there. That's not going to be it. Yeah, 11752. I wasn't imagining that. So, I mean, you get how these go. Since 2 has to be the last one you use to turn 3 and 4, you have to preset 3 and 4. All right? And for some reason, sometimes, like in this case, it can only move 2 at a time. And I can't put this one on 7. Or only 6 or 8. There it is. We get the small key. And we get a $25. Small key is able to open the prison gun racks, and a $25. Could be handy. Shotgun. Oh, there's no shotgun in that one. Okay, we have shotgun and axe.
You don't need these anymore, do you?
Got the flashlight and access card. Allows access beyond electronic locks. Alright, that's open. We can get into the cloakroom. Which lets us get a walkie-talkie. And bullets and shells. Man, bullets would be good to use with my golden gun. If only I had such a thing. But I never had such a thing, I think. We can look around in some cells with their non-functional toilets. This place needs maintenance.
Babe, well, another day, another letter from this hellhole. It's been 8 months now since I got locked up, and it seems like things only get worse. I knew some rough guys on the outside, but none of them come close to the freaks in here. I'm talking stone-cold fucking killers, rapists, even sick-ass child molesters. And the worst of all are the guards. I swear, there ain't a straight fucking one in the bunch. Just assholes with badges who gets their rocks off knocking around the inmates. I always thought getting ass raped by some dude was gonna be what I had to worry about in here. No one said nothing about having to watch my back for dumbass crooked bulls all the time. I can't wait to get out from here and back to you. Just 4 more months. Love forever, Ricky.
Ricky's gotten it hard. Ricky's got it hard. I thought the thing I had to worry about was getting ass raped. Poetry. There's poetry all around for those with the eyes to see. I think this is locked. Don't take the elevator. Hello. Hey, where's the statue? I thought you got the statue? No, they took it from me when I went. Oh, they took the statue. I wanted to see that. You had to do all the shadow stuff to get that. I was never able to figure that stuff out. Alright, Wing B. Before we go down there, let's see if there's any more literature for us to read. Let me just take a look at my notes here. We got the prisoner letter. And let's see, I think the next one... Oh, hello. He's out of here. Hello? I need to be careful. Because I don't have a ridiculous amount of first aid kits anymore. Let's see. I thought I saw a prompt to pick up. Maybe I didn't. Oh, there is a chair. Maybe it was talking about that. Pick up. Oh, a gun. Well, I have a shotgun. I have an axe. Do I need the axe? Can I pick up handgun? I mean, I have bullets for handgun. I guess I might as well pick up handgun. It's not a golden gun, but I guess it'll do. What? Oh, is this a door? Yeah, this is a door. Anything in here? Pick up? Pick up what? Ah, pipe. And in here? Spooky. But before we, we got to look in all of them in sequential order. Got to keep things organized. There is a wrench in here. All right, let's check out the spooky one. Hello? Murphy, forgiveness? You have the balls to ask me for forgiveness? How can I possibly forgive you when you've destroyed everything I had left in this world? Every time I look at you, all I can see is his face. I only ever asked one thing of you, and that was to be a good father to our son. You failed me, Murphy. You failed me, and you failed Charlie, and there's no way we'll ever have him back. Don't call me. Don't write. I never want to see you again. Carol.
Carol. Where did they get this?
Can't believe they have Murphy's confidential mail. Well, clearly Carol was not, she was not happy about, the situation. I heard what happened with you and your wife. That's tough, man. Give me a hug. Get in here. Give me a hug. Look, we give serious hugs in this penitentiary. Gonna hug you so hard it's gonna hurt. Okay, so we got a new enemy. He is a large man. And I don't have any first aid kits right now. We can go into A3. I don't think we can go up higher right now. Let me just check. It's probably just locked. No, it's open. Block A4. Is there anything on A4 right now? As I know, A3 is where we're going next. No, actually, is this where Murphy started when he woke up? I think it might be. I think that's where this is. Yeah, because I picked up a chair and put it down, right? Yeah, we were here. But A3 is where we need to be. Right, so we saw that. We were not able to open it. Powerful lock. Oh, get in here, you. Someone needs a hug. Oh, you call that a hug? We don't call that a hug around here. I'm gonna give you a big one now. It's too much hug. Too much. And we turn the power off. Anything around here? Ah. We have our, no, not our $250. Our access card. All right, we are in a security room. A document. I love to see it. Pistol bullets. And this doc, police department. Immediate release. BPD seeking public's assistance in locating individuals suspected of child murder. The Boston Police Department has issued a be on the lookout BOLO alert for in connection with the murder of an 8-year-old male. In the BOLO alert, the BPD expresses interest in locating and questioning the suspect. Asks all law enforcement personnel and civilians to notify the BPD immediately if he's located. Suspect should be considered armed and dangerous. Oh, first aid kit. Definitely want that. Shotgun. More shotgun. Oh, I need the, this one's locked. Oh, the security monitor's turned on. We're getting images of the riot. And it unlocked the checkout room that was locked before. Ah. There was a riot here. So the checkout room is over on the other side where that green light is. Before we do that, hold on a moment. Let me make sure I'm not missing something. Didn't do all this to miss a file. Just looking at my list of files out of the corner of my eye as we're doing this. Is there something in A2? It's a wrench. That's what the prompt is. Did it want me to... Did it prompt me for something there? What was that? Oh, there's a cane hanging on the rail. A pipe. Was I in this one? I don't remember seeing this. Yeah, I was not in this one. Behind that is... something? Take that off. You know, it doesn't matter what that is. What's important, they were trying to hide a document. How dare they?
Babe! Bad fucking news. Someone round here's got it in their stupid head that I'm some kind of a rat snitch. Been taking heat all damn week from other inmates, and the guards are coming down on me for every stinking little thing. It ain't looking good, babe. I gotta get my sorry ass out of this place somehow. I need you to call my lawyer, let him know what's going on fast. Please, I'll see what I can do on this end. I got some ideas. Crazy ones, but better than nothing. Love forever, Rick.
And I got the prisoners and the guards think he's snitching. He doesn't know if he's gonna make it out of here. Oh, this is where I got the gun. Okay. I guess I must have just walked by that cell and did not notice it. We got to get all the documents so we can follow Rick's story. We wouldn't want to miss a single chapter. Let's see. We wanted to get into the checkout room. We unlocked that. Let's see. Before I went down from A2. Well, A1's locked. So is A. It has to be A3. It has to be A3. And here's the central tower. We came from this before. We didn't just come from here. Cloakroom, that's where we went into after we opened the tower. And that's a dead end. So we unlocked the room on, let's see. It was on level A3. There was a security room, we unlocked it. Was there another stairway going down to A3? Well, going up, because we were on A2. I did not see one here. That's a cell. Here's some more stairs on the other corner. Right, and here's the checkout zone. Right, you gotta stay, you do not cross it. So here's a metal detector, but it's off at the moment.
Guards can pass their sidearms through that window.
Right. The door needs power. Let's see. From Crime and Law, Overlook Penitentiary, the Prison of No Return, by Paul Grimm. In operation for more than 50 years, Overlook Penitentiary has garnered a reputation as a place where prisoners are sent to never be seen or heard from again. But that's not all. Overlook has also been rumored for decades to be haunted. Strange disembodied voices, ghost-like apparitions, gruesome deaths, and unexplained disappearances. The inventory of peculiar happenings that have been reported over the years by both prison staff and inmates is disturbingly prolific, some might say. Others, however, claim this is nothing more than legends born out of an environment that is conducive to terrifying tales. No question about it, Warden Stephen Kriviston told us. This can be an extremely scary place. We got society's worst of the worst locked up here, many of them clinically insane. It's just a matter of time before crazy stories flow out of our prison, regardless of how impossibly horrifying they may sound. Despite his doubts about the paranormal aspects of Overlook, Kriviston does admit that some portions of the prison's notorious reputations are not wholly undeserved. Over the years, there have been numerous reports of strange deaths within Overlook's foreboding walls and even more bizarre disappearances. And although a number of these incidents remain unsolved, Kriviston maintains that the vast majority of the disappearances are easily explained. Our prison is surrounded by waters. And then it's cut off there. I like how the article starts talking about, brutality towards prisoners and inhumane treatment, and then says, but it's also haunted! Ghosts! Here's Block B. All right, turn the power on. But if we want to get our guns over there, gotta put them down. Hold on. No, there's nothing in that one. And we pick them up one at a time. Just make sure that you don't press unequip, otherwise he's just going to put everything back on there. All right, it's green. Let me just check my my ammo for no particular reason. 10 and 10. Party over here! Bondage party happening! Who wants to be in the bondage party? Everyone's having a good time here. Hey Murph, you want to be in the bondage party? Is that a no? Maybe tomorrow. All right. Let's have a look around. Let me just check my list. So we just entered. Nothing here says what part of the prison this is in. Just want to check to see if we can expect any documentation, which of course we would not want to miss. Oh, that's some documentation.
By the time you read this, I will be gone. I wasn't sent here with a life sentence, but this is what it's come to. The days here are eternal, relentless. Each new sunrise brings endless boredom and monotony. Each new sunset, pain and fear. I've done my time, and I no longer wish to be here. But I found a way out. Soon I will be dead, but I'm finally free. I'm coming, baby.
Well, sounds like things did not go so well for old Rick. Oh, hey, there's a shadow. Okay, hallway going down there. Let's just make sure we hit up all the cells. I like how someone here set up like a little shrine to the toilet. That's nice. This one also has a noose. This isn't the same room. No, the one that we read was down there. This is a separate cell that also has a noose. No documentation concerning the noose? This is a larger one. Oh, this is like a double cell. So much space. So luxurious in here. All right, so that's all the cells. Why would there be 2 cells with a noose? And there's a hallway going down there. Workshop, it says. So there's a purple light, which does mean it's a forensic flashlight down there. Need a key code, 5 digits. Sick bay, but if we wanted to get in there, we would have needed an axe. I wonder if there's an axe available that we could get. Let me take a look at this map. Let's see, where are we? Okay, there's workshops. What do they do in the workshops, you might ask? Well, they're making license plates. Machinery still works. It's a hammer we could pick up from the center table. Nope, first aid kit. Gotta take it. A nail gun. Did a machine turn on its own? Very spooky. Here's a file. Work release program application, Royale State Prison. Participation in work release program requires compliance with basic eligibility rules and rules for participation at all times. For any violation of these rules, an offender otherwise eligible for work release may be denied entry or continued participation in the program. Fill in your data. Murphy, this might be good for you. What do you think, Frank?
You never stopped trying to help me, did you, Frank?
Another one of these. All right, we're in here. Well, first there's a note by the wastebasket.
Babe, don't got much time to write today. Just want you to know everything's worked out. By the time you read this, I'll be on my way. I'm finally gonna be free of this shithole and all these bastards. It's almost done, babe. Then me and you can be together again like we always wanted. Almost. Not forever. R.
It's odd that we get that after the hanging one. Seems like the order's mixed up. I don't know.
What have we here?
We got a forensic flashlight. We can see the footsteps going in there. Someone's been walking around. But before we go... But we are looking down. But before we go in there, maybe we want to look up. 2, you say? Let's follow the footsteps. Through the workshop. And he walked around a whole bunch here. Oh. 2, you say? Over here. Walking around by this. 3. Oh, one of the machines turned on. Walking around by this machine. 4. And then walking around in here, around here. Now you might try to turn the machine on and see what happens, but no. Turn around and you'll see what you're looking for. 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not the most secure number.
Damn, I'm gonna need the code.
We got the code. There we go. Before we get in there, did we see an axe anywhere? We don't have to get in there. I think the only thing in there is a med kit. I think. But one of these cells might have had an axe. I feel like it wasn't in there. I feel like one of them had an axe. Oh, hello. I'm out. Let's see. There he is. let's just take this out. All right. I think we're looking at an axe right now. Yeah, we are. All right, let's just do we keep the axe or do we go back for the shotgun? In anticipation of finding shotgun ammo later. I guess we should go back for the shotgun. Actually, I'm trying to think about... Do we find just ammo on its own, or do we find an entire shotgun? If we find an entire shotgun, we don't need to go back for that one. We'll just find one. Anyway, we use the axe to get into sickbay. Here is sickbay. This person does seem very sick. I cannot disagree. One of the machines in the workshop is on again. Pretty sure that's the only thing that was in here. Pretty sure. No thank you. No thanks, it's fine. It's fine. No thanks. No thank you. I'm good, really. Alright, well, we went in here. I don't think we can go back out at this point. It's fine. Maybe we'll find a shotgun later. We found shotgun shells. Someone's real mad and wants to get in here. Get on here. Screws. We don't have a screwdriver, but maybe we could use a $quarter. Mash A to crawl? And we fell into the Otherworld. And this is how the riot started that night. Started as a fight in the cafeteria, and then just spread across the whole prison. There's like a guy back there.
Hey, someone needs a hug.
No, I'm fine. Don't need a hug right now, sir. Okay, so we use one and it doesn't work. Then we go to the other and use that. And then it opens very slowly. So we can't just leave. I'm just gonna, you know, kill some time. While that gate's opening. Very slowly. Can't yet. Can't yet. Oh, bring it on in here, you. Now we can. There we go. They cannot follow. Up the stairs. There we go. There we go. Have a little break room in here, it looks like. Hey, we did it. We got all the files. So, Island Ill, the newspaper, says, Overlook Penitentiary executes innocent man. Internal investigation underway. Federal intervention expected. It is odd that it says, I got the achievement for getting all the files, because there actually is another one over here. So I can't explain that. From Frank Coleridge to Captain Handley. Sir, as you know, I have been a corrections officer at Ryall State Prison for nearly 20 years. During my tenure, I have been witness to questionable behavior by my fellow guards, but never to the degree that I have observed over the last 6 months. Most notably, the gross misconduct that I have witnessed by Corrections Officer George Sewell deserves immediate attention. C.O. Sewell has been engaged in a number of reprehensible activities, including drug trafficking, blackmail, coercion, and violence against prisoners. As a longtime veteran of the prison guard staff, I refuse to turn a blind eye to his transgressions. Please accept this letter as an official request to open an internal investigation of C.O. Sewell and any other guards who may be aiding him in these illegal acts. I am willing to formally submit my testimony in writing and or in person to the investigative committee. Respectfully, Frank Coleridge, Senior Corrections Officer. So we did read an article, we did read a file before stating that there was an internal investigation against Officer Sewell and that Coleridge was acting as a witness to his corruptive activities. And now we have the, I guess, initial notice from Frank stating that he would testify against Sewell. Shotgun shells. I still do not have any shotgun. Oh, hey, a double-sided axe? That seems odd to be, like, in a prison, but... And this is, like, the pre-order axe we had at the beginning. It broke pretty quick. Okay, we can just switch that off. And switch it back on. Let's see, what we got. We do have bullets. No, I don't want to drop it. Okay, that's right. If I pull out the handgun, he has to drop it because of just, you know, the way this game works. The baffling way this game works. Here's a hammer. Right, so I did get the achievement for getting all of the files. I never got all the files. One that I never found was the one from Ricky that was hidden behind a poster. Never got that one. Hello. Oh, you think bullets are gonna stop me from giving you that hug? Come on. You know what you need to load that gun with? Positive masculinity, my friend. He's bleeding quite a lot. Clean up that jumpsuit. There you go. Oh, the showers. A room with bad memories for one Mr. Murphy Pendleton. We have those little evidence numbers around. Blood. We won't be examining this. Murphy already knows whose blood that is. Prison shank, a handmade weapon, sharpened to perfection. Crime evidence. A black leather glove stained with blood. And the mourning badge. Worn by law enforcement to mourn the death of a fellow officer.
How's it going, Murph? Heard you're gonna be leaving us soon. You weren't thinking of leaving before you paid back my favor, were you?
Hey, who's there?
Oh, the shower's got a bad case of leaking blood. That's right. That's our good friend.
Can't outrun yourself.
Can't outrun yourself. I disagree. I think Murphy's been doing a pretty good job of outrunning himself throughout this game. So if you're wondering what the red light is, like that's it. You can't outrun yourself. That's us. Murphy's guilt is what he's running from. I wonder what the torsos that spit blood out of their guts represent. Mind the spikes. Is it just the one? Yeah. Well, we've escaped the red orb of shame for now. All right, there is a shotgun in here. Let's get that. There we go. Let's get more shotgun ammo as we continue to go down the elevator of fighting. Use some health. Put that. Continue going down. Oh, she's still alive? No. Elevator ride over. Alright, so we did get a shotgun back. Go down. Was there anything over here? No. No, that's just a dead end. Further and further down we go into the Otherworld prison. For what? What do we hope to find? Quite impressive architecture in the Otherworld prison. Like they really were spending some Otherworld tax dollars when they built this place. Spared no expense. Oh, you know what that means. This happened before, like near the beginning of the game. Right, so just like when that happened before, we lost our guns and our flashlight. It happened back in the Devil's Pit. And now we're in this room. I'm not really sure what this symbolizes. This whole business. It symbolizes Murphy's love of rotating things. Whoa! Whoa! We rotated the room. It's blue now. The red one's on the other side. I mean, it looks cool, but I really don't know what any of this is. Does this mean something? I'm not sure. Well, on the other side of the room, we have some hug dudes. A problem is we have no weapons. We cannot deal with the hug dudes. So we could turn this, and it would rotate the room, but then we'd be on the same side as hug dudes. We have to find a way to get them out of our way.
That's right, you ugly bastards. Back off!
So they don't like light. For, you know, whatever reason. It makes them back off, and then I can do this.
Yes.
Yes. So I encaged one of them. And that's both of them. So now I can flip the room over in safety. Whoa! See, here they are. Oh, we just wanted to give you a hug. Let's hit this button. It opens that door. Hey, you sure you're not interested? And then we rotate this again. Whoa! And now this door over here is open. And we have spinning blades. And we can step on this, and then like this empties, stopping these blades and starting them spinning on the bottom side. Run past this. This one, which is going to drain the one all the way across the room from us. It's going to stop. Let's run between these two. Don't get hit by the blades. Those are one-hit kills, if you're wondering. And then this stops. Run across this. And get a first aid kit. Doo-doo. And then in here, nice like a grove of trees. And we can rotate them. Whoa! And then we're out of the rotating room. I don't think there's anything in these rooms. Fall down the hole. So, this is, so this is a pretty lengthy level, but I think you get to a room like this and you just start saying, come on, because this is what, we don't have weapons. We can't fight these dudes because we don't have weapons. So this is what we do. Oh, I don't like light. I hate... Oh, I gotta walk away from the light. Oh, no. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Oh, no. There's a guy up there. And I gotta aim the light at him. Now, you gotta come down now. You gotta come down now. Sir. You have to come down. I only have a limited range and where I can move this. You gotta walk forward, please. Okay, yeah, okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. No, no, not up the stairs, not up the stairs. He's coming down. Keep coming, keep coming. Oh, he's... Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. No, no, you're walking into the light. You're walking into it. Coming down. It's coming down. Oh, that guy walked out. That guy walked out while I was doing this. Okay, they're both down. They're both down. Get it. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Start moving. Get in the fence. No, not over there, you. No, you get back in there. In. And then you. Yeah. In there. Get in there. They're both in. They're both in. This is gameplay. So then we go in here and we pull this. Okay, they're locked in now. So we can go down. This is where they were walking around. I can just walk around here freely because they're locked in there. And if I go over here, I can get a sledgehammer. No, that's not a sledgehammer. There's a sledgehammer. There we go. Look how fast those clouds are moving. Here's a lock. Let's get it. Now, if you thought that was too good, you can't just do it once. You're right about that. So we're doing it again, except this light is faulty. As you can see, it flickers on and off.
No. Come on, damn it. Work.
That's right. That's right, Murphy. Talk to it. It'll work. Get in there. Get in there, you. No, not that way. Not that way. Over there. Get in there. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Huh? Okay. So one thing that they actually give to you is that once these guys walk into the fence, they will not walk back out. Unlike the other side where they will. No, he has... No, he has. Okay, he's officially walking in. So, there's at least that they won't walk back out. Because if they did, I don't think it would be possible to actually finish that with the light flickering on and off the way it does. So they have to at least give you that much. Alright, we're on through, and let's engage in Murphy's favorite activity, rotation. So I guess this opens slowly, because if you wanted to try to do this without trapping them in the cage, they would just be attacking you while you're trying to do this. I guess that's the idea. Alright, that actually went fairly well. That can go a lot worse. That can go a lot longer. And now we enter what appears to be a rather lengthy hallway, and you can probably guess what that means. That's right. Our favorite friend is back. But this is actually the final time that we're dealing with the red light. Our final escape. Don't get too close to the bars, because there are huggy dudes in there. And they will hug you, allowing the light to get close. Oh, that guy, he got me. He got me. I wasn't paying attention. Those will kill you, by the way, if you were wondering. These aren't just set dressing. The guillotines do kill you. That one doesn't. That's just a scare. And we did it! We defeated the red ball. Yeah, it doesn't show up again. Got a shotgun. Let's do some health. The scales of justice. What we need to do is to put down the evidence. The prison shack. The crime evidence. And the mourning badge. And what awaits us beyond the doors of justice? Why, it's just a giant man sitting in the biggest wheelchair you have ever seen. This giant man is also telekinetic and is going to throw stuff at us. Like that. I mean, I guess his chair does not actually have wheels. I can't call it a wheelchair, There are no wheels. That seems to do quite a bit of damage, actually. No, not that. This. Alright, so there are life support stations here and there. What happens if I try to interact with one? He doesn't like it. Alright, so I'm gonna get on this. Get some stuff here. Hit me again. Alright, so what we learned is that monsters don't like light. He doesn't like light. So you may have noticed here and there's like this weird-looking dude in a wheelchair. He hasn't appeared much. He's appeared here and there. But now he's giant. And now we have to disconnect his life support. Yeah, he gets mad when we do that. Alright, mind the throwing. And then light him up. Pull out that life support. Yeah. And then he starts getting electric. Mind electricity. No thank you. No thank you. Not interested. Alright, now we have to get around to the other side. So we can get to his other two life support systems. I hate these dudes. They roll out and they shoot you with their guts. Does a lot of damage. Just gotta make sure that you know it's coming. Hello. There's a lit up room in front of us, which means, hello. The Screamers want one more turn at Murphy. Man, they really got their money's worth out of these Screamer models. They've been using them repeatedly the whole game. There's another lit up room in front of us, so that means... Oh, they faked us out. There's no one in here. But there is a first aid kit. But then there's a dark room in front of us. Oh-ho! They tried to get you. They tried to get you. That guy got me. He didn't just try. Oh, there's a Screamer behind me. Am I out of ammo? No, there we go. I didn't think I used that much ammo. I have... Oh, yep, use a first aid. I have plenty of ammo. Especially since we don't need it for the wheelchair man. Wheelchair man is not harmed by guns. He's only harmed by disconnecting his life support. Alright, we made it around the room. Ow. Anything up here? Yeah, there's a first aid kit, which is good, because let's take one. And light him up! Come on. You can... There we go. Get some distance. Okay, maybe he's not going to hit me. Maybe he's not. Oh, he faked me out. He faked me out. He did it. Again. He's switching it up. Again, 3 times the triple hit. This man is switching things up on Murph. Nothing up here, I don't think. So, let's light him up one more time. And, oh, that's kind of odd. Remove the last life support. Get it out. Get it on out. Get it. Almost. Almost. There we are.
How could you?
What?
He was a good man. A good man.
What the hell are you talking about? That thing tried to kill me. It's not a man, it's a monster. No. No, that's not how it was supposed to go. That's not what I agreed to.
Murphy? Is that you?
Officer Coleridge?
Jeez, I'm glad it's just you. This thing is kicking off something fierce. I knew you'd be smart enough to steer clear of it.
What are you doing here?
Sewell told me to meet him here. You haven't seen him, have you? He ain't answering his radio. Are you okay, Murph? You don't look so good. What's that you got there? What the hell's going on, Murphy?
No. This isn't what I agreed to.
What are you talking about? Agree to what?
Tell him, Murph.
What's going on here, Sewell? Why didn't you answer the radio?
Should've learned to keep your big fucking mouth shut, Frank. Now my friend Murphy's gotta shut it for you.
Murphy, don't do this.
Come on, Murphy, you gonna keep your end of the bargain or not? Do it, you
Murphy.
son of a bitch!
No.
No.
You know, he was a great man, my dad. Didn't matter who you were. Family, friends, even prisoners. He treated everyone with respect. Always looking for the positive side of people. I wanted to be just like him.
You don't understand. Your father treated me like one of his own.
He didn't die right away, you know. After you were done beating the life out of him. He spent years in that wheelchair. A fucking vegetable. Did you know that? And I had to watch this wonderful man shit and piss all over himself day after day after day. And every time I looked at him, you know what I saw?
Listen to me.
I saw a monster. I saw you.
Just calm down a minute, and let me tell you what really happened.
You don't know how many strings I had to pull to get your transfer approved, to get you to my prison. The favors I had to call in, the sick things I had to do to get you under my watch.
You don't have to do this.
My father was a good man. He didn't believe in revenge. But I do.
Oh, I must kill the boogeyman, said Murphy Pendleton. No, said Anne Cunningham, you are the boogeyman. And then Murphy was a boogeyman. Alright, it's time for the final boss, Anne. So we can do this. We have that attack. We also have our short-range swing. The Hug Boys are no match. She is very fast, though, so it's difficult to catch up with her to give her a close-range swing. But you can pretty easily get her with this.
You'll pay for what you did.
We can't run. This is as fast as we can go.
I hate you. You'll pay for what you did.
Alright, it's time for our third and final choice. Do we spare Anne or do we kill her? So we've had 3 choices in the game. This is the most important of the choices. Not all choices are the same. This is a very important one. Do we kill her because she's been kind of annoying throughout the game. And it would make things a lot easier for old Murph if she wasn't around. But now that we know her story, maybe Murph feels that the cycle of violence must end. And I mean, he's quite large and apparently bulletproof, so I mean, it doesn't seem like she can do a whole lot at the moment. So, first time I played through the game, I said, you know, we'll let her go.
No. I won't do it.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
No!
Jesus, you're pathetic. What about Napier? The guy kills your boy. You go through all the trouble of getting yourself locked up with him, and what happens? I serve him to you like a fucking Christmas goose, and you can't even finish the job. No, I gotta go in there and finish the bastard off for you. I ask for one little favor in return.
Murphy? Run!
And this is the thanks I get.
Frank!
Put your hands where I can see them.
You son of a...
I'm not gonna tell you again. Sewell here. We got an officer down. 1000, C block, shower level, over.
You can't do this.
I didn't. Whose prints do you think are on that shiv?
10-4, backup's on its way, sit tight.
Roger that. Should have just kept your end of the deal, Murph. Cop killers don't last too long in here.
I'm sorry, Frank. I'm sorry, Frank.
It wasn't you.
It was my fault he died.
Pendleton.
I'm so sorry.
I forgive you.
Is this... Are we free?
Yeah. I think we are.
All units respond. Ryle Prison DOC bus involved in a TC. Fatalities eastbound 73. Fire and rescue en route.
I should go.
I guess you better. Wait. Where are you going?
There's someplace I gotta be.
Murphy, wait. Thank you.
For what?
The truth.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, motherfucker. Come on, man, boy.
You hear?
Hey, what are you doing back here so soon, sweetheart? Can't get enough of the place. The hell's this?
You used to work with my father, Frank Coleridge.
Yeah? So?
We need to talk.
Roll the credits. And hit the corn, because that is our ending for Silent Hill Downpour. There's multiple endings, but this was the one I got the first time I played through the game. We'll go over the other endings, I think, next time, as this one is run kind of long, as it's a fairly lengthy final level. But now we got the rest of the story, as we found that the reason that Cunningham was so angry at Murphy was because she always believed that he beat her father nearly to death, leaving him in a very bad state for the final few years of his life. And as we saw, Murphy was not the one to actually do that, but was set up by Sewell, because Sewell wanted to get Frank out of the way because Frank was issuing a complaint about Sewell's conduct. And so Murphy was just the convenient patsy for Sewell to get his own ends. And while Murphy was going on his Silent Hill adventure, Anne was also going on hers. My understanding is that you can see more of what her adventure was in the tie-in comics. But her adventure ends with just getting her ass rocked by Murphy Boogeyman, and then seeing the vision of what actually happened in the showers with Sewell. You can lose that fight, by the way. She can kill you, and we'll get into that. And then Murphy walks away. Where is he going? I don't know. He said he has somewhere to be. He said he had a place to be, which is the same thing that JP said earlier on before jumping off a cliff. So I don't know why make a call back to that or where Murphy is going. But he goes off, and we know where Anne goes. She goes back to Real Prison to, I guess, murder Sewell. Will things work out well for her? Probably not, but, I guess she's gonna accept the consequences of walking into a prison and shooting him. Though, of course, we don't actually see what happens after that. So, there are more, like I said, we'll handle more endings next time, not right now. But there are variations, but this is basically the real one. The reason I say it's the real one is because once you see the other variations, they're like so tossed offhand. This is clearly the real one. So, now I don't know what this song is. We got another song after the corn song. But, something at the beginning of this playthrough that I mentioned was, I was wondering, is this really the worst of the original Silent Hill games? Because to me, Homecoming, in my heart has always been the worst one. But is this actually the worst one? And after playing it a whole bunch of times, I have to reluctantly come to the conclusion that, yes, it is. I really want Homecoming to be the worst one, but I have to say it's this, and that really just comes down to the gameplay, because in comparison to Downpour, Homecoming plays like smooth butter. It's a weird thing to think about, but man, it's proficient in comparison to this. The movement in Homecoming, the combat, the dodge rolls, the shooting, so much better than Downpour, in which it is just all of these aspects are so horrible. It is just a slog to play. It's funny because the main thing people bring up when they talk about why Downpour is bad is the monster design is boring, right? They're just people. And to me, that doesn't matter so much because if they came up with interesting monsters, there is no combat system in place that would make it worth fighting them. Like, I'm thinking about some of the more creative fights in Homecoming, like against, the bosses, like Sepulchre or Scarlet. And I'm thinking imagine taking those boss fights and putting them in this combat engine. Jesus Christ. That would be the worst thing, trying to somehow maneuver Murphy through those boss fights with the combat system that this has. So really, I don't think that the creature design matters that much, because even if they had good creatures, it's just miserable to play. It's miserable to play. Oh, my screen went dark. Let's light that up. That's the main reason that I would put Homecoming over this in terms of that. Well, I would say that Downpour is the worst one because it just feels like that. Also because the main thing that Downpour brings to the table, which is exploring the town and doing side quests, ended up being such a nothing thing. I don't know, they have a whole bunch of side quests and they all feel like nothing. There's some neat ideas in some, like the phonograph one where you're reversing time, or the mirror one. There are some ones that have an interesting idea, but again, they just all end up being kind of nothing. Like, maybe if there were less side quests, but they were more well thought out and written out, maybe that would be something. But as it is, the main feature that this game has just makes the game kind of worse. And you wouldn't actually want to do the side quests if you were playing this. You just kind of want to go through the game as quickly as you can. But I say that I want Homecoming to be the worst one because I have such a disdain for Homecoming. Just thinking about, the design of the game being modeled after the movie. The idea of we're gonna make the combat so good because I guess Resident Evil 4 was a hit. The story being the twist in the game being a rehash of Silent Hill 2, but much worse. Remember the scene with Josh in the boat? That's like probably, to me, that's probably the worst Silent Hill scene. The way, how to say this, the way that the story in Homecoming starts is they want to try to address this story of child negligence and growing up with parents that don't love you. And there's something they could have done with it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to. That's that song that started to play. I got a copyright notice on that one. So we're gonna end the credits right there before that start. The Louis Armstrong song. So we're not gonna play that one. Murphy can go indoors to take shelter from the rain. Like the story in Homecoming about how they start to address things about growing up as an abused child, an unloved child, and dealing with that. It gets overshadowed by, oh no, like the actual story is, oh no, we have to kill the children as a ritual to the dark gods, but we did the dumb magic ritual wrong. And like that's the actual main story. They don't really go anywhere with the whole growing up as an unloved child. That doesn't really matter. It just ends up being, we killed the wrong kid. Can you believe it? We killed the wrong kid and now the gods are going to kill us. And that's the actual story. I feel like when you want to try to integrate like some sort of more a touching human story, you got to push the magic to the background. The magic's there. The town's magic. But you kind of have it in the background while the human elements come forward. And in Homecoming, they push the human part back and pull the magic forward because they're very interested in the magic rituals of the cult. And this is the same problem Ascension made. And I don't know how many of you tried watching Ascension, but that show, it's not a game, by the way. People keep making that mistake. It's not a game. It's a show. It's made in Unreal Engine 5, so people mistake it for a game. But that show is very fascinated with the cult and its teachings and its writings and its scriptures. And did we do the ritual correct? What can we do to please the gods? Do we need to do an orgy? And it's very fascinated by that, and it's dull as dirt. Homecoming is not as bad as that, but Homecoming gets into that territory of we could have an interesting human story, but actually I want to talk about dumb cult rituals. We're going to talk. The interesting part of a story about a cult is having to live with a group whose beliefs are all bullshit. That's the interesting part about a cult story. It's not that interesting when the cult beliefs are real. Silent Hill 1 manages it by just kind of pushing a lot of that into the background. Silent Hill 3 does that as well, where it's more like it's there, but it's not really the important part. Downpour does do something different. I do like Murphy's story more than Alex, because one, they don't actually set... Okay, imagine if in this story, the twist was Murphy never went to jail. Imagine if that was the big twist cutscene. Murphy, you never went to jail. You were in a mental hospital. Dun, dun, dun. So they don't do that. They don't do that. I enjoy that the story in Downpour is not really about magic. I like that so Murphy's story is that of a guy that a very bad thing happened to him. And then he proceeds to make really bad life decisions that at the time seems like what he should do. And this just gets him into a really bad situation that ends up, killing someone else. And gets him dug into a hole that he is not going to get out of. It's too late for him. He thought at the time these were the things he should do, but they were just really bad decisions, and now there's nothing to be done for it. He's just a sap. He's a dumbass who felt like he had to do things that he really didn't have to, and ended up wrecking his life because of it. And Sewell is a predator who looks at Murphy and realizes that this is a dumbass who makes bad decisions, and Sewell can take advantage of him. And in the end, Sewell is the one who thrives because people like that thrive in the world, and Murphy is the one who ends up holding the bag, just like real life. So I do like Murphy's story more, because, I mean, he was fucked. Like, if he didn't go to Silent Hill, he was going to maximum security prison for the rest of his life because he was convicted as being guilty of killing a cop. That was not... that. Who knows how long he was even going to live for if Silent Hill did not happen. So I think I like that kind of story more. Not to say it's executed so great, but I like the basis of the story more than Alex Shepard, soldier who was never actually in the army but just thought he was, looking for his brother, who he killed, but just he forgot about that, in a town that screwed up the magic ritual so the gods hate them. Like, I feel like Downpour has a much stronger basis, even if the cutscene direction is not the best. And I like that they wanted to try to do something. Again, I appreciate the attempt at doing something with the open world town and like having a lot of side quests to find, even if it turned out poorly. I like the idea of what they were trying to do, but I feel like just kinda nothing about the game was executed well. But I think I respect what they were trying to do more than what Homecoming did. I mean, how much of this has to do with the amount of time and money a game has in development? You know, it's a big part of it. What would the ideal version of Downpour be if Vatra Games had loads of time and money from Konami to make this game? What would that be? I have no idea what that would be. Interesting to think about. So Silent Hill Downpour. I think I do have to conclude it is the worst of the original Silent Hill games. Though in my heart, Homecoming will still be the worst. Fucking Josh. Silent Hill Homecoming has Josh. Downpour can't be worse than Homecoming because Homecoming is fucking Josh. Well, that's the end of our first playthrough of Silent Hill Downpour. We're going to be doing a second one on the PS3, in which it's going to be a speed run, and also we're going to be doing the digging side quest to get the joke ending. However, before we do the PS3 run, we will be looking at the other regular endings and how they might change somewhat based on the choices you made. And we'll go over what actually decides the ending you got. That's what we'll be doing next time. We're not doing it tonight because it's kind of late. So, next time, we'll be hitting up those other endings, seeing how else this could go, and then we'll be starting on the PS3. But that's the end of our slow walk, full side quest playthrough of Silent Hill Downpour. The only thing I'd say is that if you want to play Silent Hill Downpour, don't bother with the side quests. Just don't even bother. I'll see you next time for more Downpour and its endings.